Hello stars, welcome to a new video. In this video we are once again building a security camera. How? With this little guide right here, the ESP2 module. But unlike the last video, we are not going to connect it to our home Wi-Fi. This time we are going to connect directly to the module itself. As usual, I'll be using a USB to TTL converter to program the ESP32. But to be honest, I haven't used it for a long time. So if it doesn't work, I might need to buy a new one. Alright, let's jump into the software and I'll walk you through the code. 3 years ago, I made a video where I set up an ESP32 module in access point mode. That way, we could connect to it directly and view the camera feed on our device. So today, I'm using that same code again to see how it goes. To program the module, you need to connect it to a USB to TTL converter and make sure to connect pin number 1 to ground. Alright, the code is uploaded and the web page has loaded. We are getting a video feed. But for some reason, it looks blurry. I adjusted the camera lens a little. And finally, the image cleared up. Alright, so now we want to make sure our camera keeps working even during a power outage. I got this nice little lithium battery and if I measure its voltage, it's around 4 volts. I connected the battery and luckily it worked just fine. But what happens when the battery runs out of charge? Well, I used a charging module that can recharge the battery under normal conditions. Yeah, that worked too. Now here's an important tip. Whenever you connect wires to the battery, make sure to insulate them properly with tape or heat shrink. Otherwise, this thing can act like a bomb. Seriously. Lithium batteries can be dangerous if short-circuited. So, the circuit I designed makes sure the camera stays on all the time. Now everyone who's worked with the ESP32 camera module knows that sometimes the video feed can lag or get glitchy. In those cases, the module needs to be restarted. But there is a small problem. What if the camera is mounted inside the box on a wall? How are you supposed to turn it off and on again then? To power off the module, all we need to do is cut the power line. I'm gonna do that using a relay. But in a way where the camera stays powered when the relay is off. That means I'll connect the normally closed pin of the relay between the power supply and the camera module. This way, even in case of a power failure or emergency, the circuit treats it as a safe mode and keeps the camera powered on. But how do we control the relay itself? My suggestion is to use ASK receivers. Now you might be thinking, does this mean I need to use a microcontroller like in my previous videos? Well, not this time. Using a microcontroller would add extra cost. I actually got my hands on a 433 MHz receiver that not only stores transmitter codes but also gives you access to output pins and has memory mode. All you have to do is hold this switch for about 1 second and it will learn the transmitter's code. If you want the output to stay in memory mode, just connect the pins on the back like this. T1 connected, T2 disconnected. Here you can see how this receiver works with its 3 output channels. Now let's go ahead and connect the receiver to the relay. As soon as I power it on, the relay gets activated. That means our security camera is off. The reason for this happens is because the relay module we are using is active low. All I need to do is press switch B to turn the relay off. And that turns the camera back on. Let's install it inside the box now. Instead of using all these messy and complicated circuits to power the CCTV, I just used a regular phone charger. It gives me the 5 volts I need for the main circuit. As you can see, it's working perfectly. Please give this video a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss the next project.